I hear this from parents all the time that I've pushed through teaching my child the sounds, but the blending penny won't drop. Many also say that blending is a challenge and my child and I are getting frustrated now. And we have decided to go back to learning sounds. Now, when I hear this from parents, my simple answer is blend, blend, and blend. There is a saying which says that practice makes a man perfect. But I really don't agree to this. Instead, I strongly believe that the right practice makes a man perfect. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 vital tips and ideas which will help you get through your child's blending struggle. So let's get started. The first and most important tip is click the sounds. Now, what I mean here is it's very important for you to teach your child the correct sounds. So ensure that the child is not adding the extra when it comes to dealing with stop sounds. For example, the sound of B is boop, boop, boop. So if you observe the sound, I'm ending it with a click. Boop, boop. Instead of saying bo, bo, which is a distorted version of the original sound. So adding this additional extra in these sounds can make it difficult for the child to blend these sounds together, especially when the child is dealing with words having consonant blends in them. So make sure you're teaching the correct sounds. I'll give you a few more examples. Boop, boop, tuh, 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 and so on. Start with continuous sound. So when you start teaching blending to children, make sure that you begin with words which start with a continuous sound. So the continuous sounds are sounds of S, M, N, L, A, and so on, which makes it easier for the child to connect that continuous sound to the next sound. So the transition of connecting these sounds together becomes easier. For example, sun, sun. So if you observe, when I'm using the continuous sound at the beginning, it helps me to get to the next sound very easily. As opposed to when I say okay, because is a stop sound. Okay, I cannot probably drag it enough to join it with the next sound. So start with words which begin with the continuous sound to make blending easier for children. Oral blending is the key. Now, if you watch my previous videos, I emphasize a lot on oral blending. It's because children without developing phonemic awareness skills will always find it difficult when it comes to blending. Now, there are 2 stages of oral blending. The first stage is when you segment, stretch, blend words orally and your child repeats the same after you. For example, you say bad and the child will repeat the same after you. Once you've practiced it for a few days, you can move to the next stage of oral blending where you segment, stretch the sounds and let your child blend those sounds for you. For example, you say and allow your child to blend those sounds together and say back. So oral blending is a strategy that I always advise parents to practice on a daily basis. So do a lot of oral blending and you will see the kind of results that it can bring into developing amazing blending skills in your child. Encourage smooth blending. So instead of using the traditional choppy blending method, which goes like this, a sun. Use the smooth blending approach where you elongate the vowel sound a little and then you join all the sounds together without any pauses. Sun, sun, at, bad. So if you observe when I'm doing smooth blending, I'm elongating the vowel sound, which allows me to join all the sounds together without any pauses. Now, over the years, working with children and parents globally, I found that this amazing technique of smooth blending is very effective and beneficial for children. So avoid using choppy blending, start using smooth blending and see your child's progress. Begin with two-letter words. Now, I've normally seen parents directly starting with CVC words, which are probably 3 letters and above. When the child starts blending, always focus on starting with 2-letter words. Ab, 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 bam, at, at. Now, once the child has mastered this stage of blending two sound words, you can eventually move to 3-letter words and so on. Try blending the first 2 letters. Now, in the traditional approach of blending, we segment the individual sounds and then blend them together to create and read words. Now, if your child is finding it difficult to segment and blend 3-letter words or longer, try this approach where you encourage the child to blend the first 2 sounds or first 2 letters together and then connect the third sound. So, for example, bat, bat. So, I'm connecting the first 2 sounds, bat, and then connecting the third sound, bat, bat. N, nut, and so on. So this helps the child to gradually move from blending 2 sounds together and then connecting to the third sound, which makes it easier for them to blend 3-letter words. So try these 6 amazing tips and help your child get through the blending struggle that they're having right now. Share your experience in the comments below. I would love to hear the progress your child makes. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.